Hello future CA, welcome back to my channel again. Your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. So if you are appearing for the CA Inter Advanced Accounting exam in this upcoming September 26 attempt and you are wondering how to revise the CA Inter Advanced Accounts in the last few days before the exam, and instead of sitting with your books and wondering what should I revise first, how much time I should give for each chapter, when will I revise RTP and MTP? When will I practice previous exam paper? What if you simply open a planner and know exactly what to do next? So that is exactly why I have created for you a 4.5-day advanced accounting revision plan, specially designed for the upcoming CA Inter September 26 attempt. So if you are appearing for the CA Inter September 26, and advanced accounting is one of the subjects that you still have to revise, then this video is for you. So I have created a 4.5-day advanced accounting revision planner to help you revise this subject in a structured, time-bound and exam-focused manner. So this revision planner is for 4.5 days. That is the last 4.5 days of the exam. That is before the exam starts. So the planner is from 28th August, 29th August, 30th August and 31st August the whole day, and 1st September the first half, because 1st September you will have exam right in the second half. And in today's video I want to show you exactly what this planner contains and how it is structured and how it can help you during your final revision. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe for more CA exam related strategies, planners, guidance, tips, etc. So guys, let's be honest. Advanced accounting is not a subject where you can simply say I'll revise everything in the last few days. Because the syllabus has multiple chapters and accounting standard. And your final revision should not be just limited to reading the chapters. You also need to think about in which order I will revise the chapter, how much time I should spend on each chapter, when should I revise the more time consuming topics, when will I practice? When will I revise RTP, MTP? When will I revise the previous exam paper? And what about the important additional topics such as Annexure and Schedule 3 of the Companies Act? So if you try to make this plan all by yourself at the last minute, you may end up spending valuable revision time planning instead of revising. This is where this planner can help you. So let me quickly take you through what you can get in this planner. So this planner includes the following: chapter-wise revision slots. So the planner gives you specific revision slots for each of the chapters and each of the units, rather than simply saying revise chapter 1 to 15 in 4.5 days. For example, on the first day, the planner starts with the first chapter, Introduction to, then Framework for Preparation and Presentation of Financial Statement, Applicability of Accounting Standard, Presentation and Disclosure Based Accounting Standard, and then it moves into Asset Based Accounting Standard. So in this study planner, for each of the chapter and the unit under each chapter, we have estimated the time as well, which will be required to complete the revision of that chapter. So this planner even breaks down the individual units and assigns them specific time slots. So you don't have to keep deciding what should I study next. You can simply follow the next slot. And then in this study planner, the entire advanced accounting syllabus is distributed across the plan. So the subsequent days in the planner cover the different areas such as asset-based accounting standard, liability-based accounting standard on items impacting financial statement, revenue-based accounting standard, other AS, consolidated financial statement of company, buyback of securities, amalgamation, reconstruction, branch accounting, and the remaining revision component. So the objective of this planner is to give you a clear roadmap for the entire revision period rather than leaving you to figure out the sequence yourself. And there is also something I particularly wanted to include. The final revision should not only be about revising study material. You also need to expose yourself to the exam-oriented practice. That's why this planner includes dedicated slots for revising the previous exam paper and the RTP and the MTP also. So towards the end of the plan, there are dedicated slots for these activities. This is important because when you are approaching the examination, you should be shifting from how much syllabus I can read to how well I can recall and apply what I have studied. And another component that I have specifically included in the planner is a dedicated slot for the annexure and Schedule 3 to the Companies Act 2013. So this is scheduled separately rather than leaving it as something you may or may not get time to revise at the end. So as we all are aware that this Schedule 3 to the Companies Act is very important for the CA Inter exam because all the balance sheet, P&L, notes to account, everything has to be prepared in this format itself. So you have to revise this. And also in this study planner, breaks are also included. Now one thing I want to highlight is that this is not designed as a plan where you simply study continuously without stopping. There are breaks between several study sessions. Because when you are studying for long hours during revision, taking appropriate breaks can help you maintain concentration and avoid excessive fatigue. The planner itself also recommends regular break and adequate sleep, including 6 to 7 hours of sleep every day. So please don't look at this planner and think I have to blindly follow every minute by minute. No, this planner is a roadmap. You can customize it according to your own pace, prior preparation and comfort level. So in this study plan, you have the date, chapter, unit name and the time slot clearly mentioned. So you can simply open the planner in the morning and you will immediately get to know this is what I need to revise now. Once that slot is completed, you move on to the next one. This removes one major source of stress during revision. What should I study next? Which chapter should I study next? Which unit should I study next? You don't have to keep making that decision. The plan has already been prepared for you. So next up on the screen, you can see some feedback. So previously also I have prepared various study planners and I have received various feedbacks from the CA students. So in the feedbacks, the students have mentioned that the planners help them to complete the syllabus on time. It increased their confidence and it also helped them to clear their exams. So I was also very happy to receive these feedbacks. Next up on the screen, you can see these testimonials. So this is one of the feedback which I received in which the student successfully cleared his exams. So students found this study planner helpful and they were able to follow this easily as well. So previously I had got request many times to convert the study plan into a PDF. That's why this time I have made a PDF also for that. So these planners have been really very useful for many of the students. So you can see the various feedbacks here. So every day students are downloading my planners and getting benefited from it. So now it's your turn. The link of this last 4.5 day revision planner for CA Inter Advanced Accounting September 26 is given in the description and the pinned comments below. Do check it out. So as I mentioned earlier, this planner will be starting from 28th August. So 28th August, 29th August, 30th and 31st August, the whole day you will be covering. And first I have given what you have to study in the first half. That is before going for the exam. Now, who should consider using this planner? So I would particularly recommend it if you are a CA Inter September 26 student who has already studied advanced accounting at least once. You are entering the final revision stage. You want a structured 4.5 day revision roadmap. And you find difficult to decide what to study, when to study, and which chapter to revise, which unit to revise. You want dedicated slots for revising MTP, RTP and previous exam paper. So I recommend at least going through 1 or 2 previous exam papers as well. You want to cover the syllabus in systematic manner rather than randomly jumping between the chapters. So this is a revision planner which is ideally suitable for students who have already completed 1 round of revision And before the exam, you want to revise this subject in the last 4.5 to 5 days. So I have created this planner based on the way I believe final revision should be approached. That is structured preparation plus focused revision plus exam oriented practice. As a chartered accountant and a former Big Four professional, I understand the importance of planning your work, breaking a large task into manageable components and actually executing the plan. The planner is also designed using the ICI study material, previous year suggested answer, RTP and MTP as the primary basis for estimating the time required for various chapters and activity. But remember, the suggested timings are indicative and your actual time may vary depending on your preparation level, conceptual understanding and speed. So don't become stressed if one chapter takes you a little longer. Focus on completing the task rather than chasing perfection. So what are you really getting when you get this planner? You're simply not getting a PDF with a timetable. You're getting a ready-made revision roadmap. Instead of spending an hour deciding how should I plan my next 4 days, you can spend that hour actually revising. And instead of repeatedly asking, have I covered everything? You can follow this planner and track your progress. And instead of reaching the final few hours and suddenly realizing, I haven't revised RTP, MTP or previous year paper set, those components are already incorporated into this planner. So if you are appearing for the CA Inter September 26 and you want to revise advanced accounting in a structured 4.5 day before the exam starts, the link to the planner is given in the description and the pinned comments below. So if you are tired of wondering what should I study next, let the planner answer this question for you. Open the plan, start with day 1, complete one slot at a time and tick off what you have finished and keep moving forward. So this is the CA Inter Advanced Accounting 4.5 day revision planner. It includes chapter-wise revision slots for each of the units, RTP and MTP slots, previous year exam slots, slots for the annexure and Schedule 3 of the Company Act, structured study slots. So the link to this planner is available in the description and the pinned comments below. It's in the PDF format. So this planner is available at a discounted price for a limited period. So do grab the offer and pass your exams with the flying colors. And finally remember this, you don't need endless hours. You need a clear plan, focused revision, exam-oriented practice, and most importantly, consistent execution. So don't try to make these final days perfect. Just make them productive. Plan smart, revise smart and score better. All the very best for your CA Inter September 26 examination. I am wishing you clarity, confidence and success. And I will see you all in the next video.